the Golden Circle works maps perfectly with how our brain works. The Golden Circle can be used as a guide to vastly improve leadership, corporate culture, hiring, product development, sales and marketing. It explains loyalty and how to create enough momentum to turn an idea into a social movement. The three questions that make up the Golden Circle: the why or the core question, the how, the what. Why? Sinek explains that why is probably the most important message that an organization or individual can communicate, as this is what inspires others to action. Why is how you explain your purpose and the reason you exist and behave as you do. Sinek's theory is that successfully communicating the passion behind the why is a way to communicate with the listener's limbic brain. This is the part of our anatomy that processes feelings such as trust and loyalty, as well as decision making. Successfully articulating your why is a very impactful way to communicate with other humans, define your particular value proposition, and inspire them to act. Sinek's theory is that communicating why taps into the part of the listener brains that influences behavior. This is why the Golden Circle is considered such an influential theory of leadership. At an organized level, communicating your why is the basis of a strong value proposition that will differentiate your brand from others. Let's now talk about how. The organization's how factors might include their strengths or values that they feel differentiate themselves from the competition. Sinek's view is that how messaging is also able to communicate with the limbic brain, the important part that governs behavior and emotion. But his opinion is that organizations would do better to improve how they articulate their why in addition to how. The third was what. It's fairly easy for any leader or organization to articulate what they do. This can be expressed as the products a company sells or the services it offers. For an individual, it would be the job title. Sinek argues that what messaging only engages with the neocortex, the part of a brain that's rational. His argument is that this part of the brain is less of a driver of decision making than the limbic brain, the part that why and how reaches better. Successful people and organizations express why they do rather than focusing on what they do. Some critics argue that Sinek's model is actually just reflecting passion. Passionate leaders and passionate organizations express their commitment and enthusiasm authentically, and this is what inspires others rather than the manner in which they express themselves. Other critics argue that Sinek's model implies humans don't use the reason at all when making decisions, which is debatable. Clarity, discipline, and consistency. Clarity of why. It all starts with clarity. You have to know why you do what you do. If people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So it follows that if you do not know why you do, how will anyone else? Discipline of how. Once you know why you do what you do, the question is, how will you do it? Hows are your values or principles that guide how to bring your cause to life? Consistency of what? Everything you say and everything you do has to prove what you believe. A why is just a belief. That's all it is. Hows are actions you take to realize that belief, and words are the results of those actions. Everything you say and do, your products, services, marketing, PR, culture, and whom you hire. I'll end with Simon Sinek's 10 success rules. Number 1. with why. Number 2, have clarity, discipline, and consistency. Number 3, fuel your ambition with encouragement from others. Number 4, communication isn't about speaking, it's about listening. Number 5, leaders need a following. Number 6, adapt beyond the conventional box. Number 7, serving those that serve others. Number 8, great leaders are good at seeing what most of us cannot see. Number 9, demand a pleasurable working environment. And number 10, define your leadership by wisdom, not hierarchy. Thank you.